Hello everyone and welcome to my Mandarin Duckies questions and answers series. As always, from comfort of my own studio, from my comfortable clothes, my pigtails and everything, I'm going to reply to some of your questions. I think I'm going to be covering about 3 every time, so the videos are not too long and it's not too tiring, and it's just easier to search for answers, if the videos are quite short. So let's start. I have the list here again. So what is your favorite material? My favorite material from the materials I can work with is polymer clay, and you know why. I just like it. I just like sculpting. I always loved the feeling of sculpting. I can't explain it. When I was a child, I would always paint and draw a lot, and so my mom would never have doubts that I am an artistic person. But as soon as I discovered polymer clay, something happened to me, and yeah, my perception of what I want to do with my artistic skills just completely changed. So polymer clay. But from other materials, just in general, I really like crystals. I really like wood. I like natural fabrics, but unfortunately I'm very bad at sewing things, and I can't do wood crafts and carving, things like that, but I really respect that kind of thing. And I think, of course, natural clay, real clay, is also one of the materials I like it, and I would like maybe to learn working with it, but haven't had a chance yet. Question number 2. How has your style changed since you first started with clay? My style changed when I first started with clay. I started as everybody else, as all the beginners, with little cute things, cupcakes, fruits and biscuits and things like that. But as soon as I started making journals, it's not like my style, it's not like my imagination developed, but maybe my skills and abilities developed, became stronger. I'm going more into details. I'm trying to create more crazy and intricate things. So in that kind of way. Before, and kind of even from very childhood, I loved drawing and painting animals and flowers, most of all. I could never do paintings or drawings of human beings or houses or landscapes. It just never, like, how do you call it, landscapes, so like, the nature scenery. It never kind of interested me. I can do it now because I kind of accumulated some professional skills, and we did it in university, so I practiced. I have a clue how to do that, but it's not something where my heart lies. So and I guess that love for animals and for creatures, with time, also by watching lots of fantasy movies and playing computer games, I developed the love for fantasy creatures, for all sorts of interesting creatures that do not exist. And you always like fairy tales and things that not real, because what's real, it's just there, but what's not real is like, wow, I want to have it, or something like that. So in that kind of way. So kind of, I guess I went more professional. Maybe I had chosen a theme of animals and like fantasy animals, fantasy creatures, and like beautiful flowers and vegetation. And my plans of developing is to actually become more professional with how I put things, how I sculpt it, more precise, go even more into details, maybe make smaller things with crazy details. So for me, it's always been all about details. I always push to develop the detail even more. Okay, the last question for this video. You are the source of inspiration for many, and I would like to know, where do you get your own inspiration? Aha, tricky question. I get my inspiration, you will obviously can say you can get it from everywhere. Sometimes things subconsciously get into your head, and then it comes out in a way, some sort of artwork. There's 2 types of inspirations you can have. One inspiration is for your own private works, and another inspiration could be for your custom orders. When you do custom orders, your theme is defined, because person comes to you and say, I want a fox journal, I want a dragon journal. And so, okay, this is your first limitation. Now, you can ask them about some questions, like we can ask them what your favorite colors, what kind of dragons you like, cute ones or crazy scary ones. So kind of you start asking questions. And then you can come up with something, but with clients you kind of have to show them something. And if you don't want to sit there and do a colorful sketch of their journal, which nobody really requests from me anyway, you have to show them some sort of inspirational pictures. So I go online, I go Google, and I search fox artwork, or dragon artworks and things like that. So I like to look at tattoos, I like to look at digital drawings, I like to look at sculptures made in different media, not polymer clay. I do look at polymer clay, of course, as well. And this comes to custom orders and personal artworks you make. I have found out about myself one thing. Before I actually knew how the system works, what copyrights is and stuff like that, I could just go and found an artwork, maybe not a clay artwork, but I did that with clay as well in the very beginning. It's a bad thing. Many people do that, and I admit it. You know, I'm not a golden child. You see something that you like so much that you stop seeing past it, and you don't even want to spend time thinking, okay, this is beautiful, but maybe I should invent something of my own. No, this is the best, and there's no other way around it, really. So if this is a dragon, well, everybody can make a dragon, so you just sit there and spend your lifetime copying somebody else's artwork and really trying to make it look as if it's not a copy. So this is something what I did in the very beginnings, and this is something I got criticized for by my tutors, by my friends, and some followers as well sometimes. And so I decided for myself one thing. If I am making something, unless it's a custom order where the client is so particular, they say I want this, 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 and just this. In this case, you have to go to the artist. You know, if this is inspiration from somebody else's artwork, you go to an artist, you ask for permission to use their design and say, listen, my client really likes your artwork, but I'm working in a different media. I am not a competition to you because we work for completely different clients. You do paintings, I do books and stuff like that. So could I please use your artwork as a base for my artwork? Your color scheme and, you know, the particular creature you made or something. If they allow me, then yes, and obviously when you do the blog post or when you post pictures online, you have to credit them. That's important. So if they don't allow, then we have to go around it, and I have to explain to my client that you can't do that thing. Because I was lucky that nobody came back to me with copyrights, but as I said, when I just started, I was doing things that, you know, you can get sued for. So I don't do these things anymore, but as every beginner, we do these things, unfortunately. And so for my own projects, I get inspirations from, as I was saying, tattoos, digital artworks, other sculpture, and things like that. But first thing, I really push myself not to save these pictures anywhere, so they're not just sitting there on my screen and like engrave into my head. So I then, when I make something, I subconsciously make it, and then people say, oh, you took something from someone. Instead, I sometimes even I saw something, I sketch it in my sketchbook with my own hand, and it kind of fades in my memory, but it stays there as well. So when I look at that sketch and when I remember like the shadow of that picture, then if I'm going to start making something, it's going to look different. This is the way how I gain inspiration. That's it. 3 questions gone. Next 3 questions will be in the next video. See you later, guys. Bye. Thank you. Bye.